Hello everyone, this is Ariel and welcome to my channel. I know you guys are probably like, where the hell have you been and where's the rest of the videos? Okay, well, in the last video, which was Black Girl Lost by the Great Wall, I was supposed to have number two, but unfortunately I lost all of my footage. I don't know, it was on my computer and now it's not there anymore, so I don't know where it is. So whatever. I'll put another video of something else. Like I'll show you my whole dorm room. I'll show you where I wash clothes. I'll show you where university students use the restrooms at and the toilets. Girl and gentlemen, whoever's watching this, y'all gonna see the video, okay? All right, well, like I said, this is my channel, and this is a self introduction. I haven't done that yet. I just been posting like what 3 or 4 videos, and I haven't really done a self introduction. Okay, well, as most of you guys know, I'm referred to as my username, which is my Chinese name, which is pronounced Si Ai. I might be pronouncing it wrong because the part is very hard. The R's in Chinese is very hard for English speakers or anybody else. I don't know, it's just very hard. But it's 四爱日. So I think I need a new name. I don't know, but that's my Chinese name and that's my username. But I am thinking about changing it, because my whole focus on this is definitely about, Black Girl Travels. And actually, there's something called Black Girl Travel, which is, a website where this woman takes, this is a website where you can apply to go, a lot of people go to like Europe and Asia, and it's mostly directed to black women because, overseas and traveling, black women are very, we're not there's not a lot of us that travel. If you do see a black woman, it's probably somebody from Africa. You don't really see that many, African American or black women or whatever people want to call themselves nowadays, overseas and traveling. And that's what I really like about that site. But I'll talk about that later another day. But yeah, so I wanted to make my username Black Girl Travels, but that's already something taken. So I'm thinking maybe Black Girl Ventures or Black Girl Take Her Ass Overseas Cultures or Black Girl. I don't know, whatever. But I'm gonna change my page because I feel like this is what I want to do. This is what I want to document. Just a black woman overseas doing things, who's from America and who is also from a hood. Okay, so I definitely want to showcase that. Okay, so I wrote some stuff down about what I want to talk about, and I want to give you guys a feeling of me, and I want you guys to know me. So yeah. Okay. Talked about that. Okay, so if you guys haven't noticed or if you have realized by now, which you should, I love Asian cultures. Asian cultures are just amazing phenomenon. Well, why do I like Asian cultures? Well, when I was little, like in elementary school, I used to watch Sailor Moon religiously. Like I would wake up at 6 o'clock and watch Sailor Moon. I don't know why I was. I don't even know what time the school starts. Like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I don't. 8 o'clock. 7 o'clock. I don't know. I don't know. But so for some reason, I was always up and Sailor Moon was on. Maybe it came on 7 o'clock or whatever. But that's how I really honestly Asian culture. Like Sailor Moon was just everything to me. She was my hero. She taught me about friendship. She taught me about love, and I just loved it. And it was so different, from what I grew up with, like the cartoons and people. Like it was just different. Like it was Japanese. It was cool. It was banging. It was popping. Like I was like, yes. I was Sailor Moon, and at the time I didn't realize how she always complained and cried a lot. But when I was a kid, that was it. And Darien, that was my boyfriend. So I don't know if most of you know Sailor Moon. You should know Sailor Moon because that's the best anime in my opinion ever. And Dragon Ball Z, like I do like Dragon Ball Z. Anyway, yeah. So that was my first introduction to Asian culture. And when I got a little older, and I got past my whole anime fetish. Sorry, I'm just kidding. I didn't have a fetish, but my whole just liking the anime or whatever. I got to know about more of the Japanese culture, the more of Japanese people, and I just knew I was going to learn Japanese and go to Japan and live there and marry a Japanese guy and just be like Japanese black girl 5052 whatever. I was going to be something like okay, like Yeah. And I actually, my mom, before I went to college, I think she bought me CDs. Yeah, yeah, she bought me CDs. Oh, taking it back. Okay, in high school, I had a there's a math teacher that went to Japan to teach English, and after he had an after school program that taught you about Chinese culture, Chinese calligraphy, writing, movies, all of that stuff. So, and my mom at that time had bought me some Japanese CDs, Pimsleur Learning, I think. Yeah, so I was learning Japanese. I was talking to him, and I was doing it, and I was kind of lazy too. I mean, my Japanese was okay, but when you don't do it every day, when you don't really, excuse me, when you don't really have native speakers around, it's kind of just like you know you don't really learn much. I mean, I was taking Spanish too. I took Spanish for all 4 years. Spanish 1, 2, 3, and 4 passed it, but I still can't speak Spanish. So that tells you something. If you ain't put in the time, you're not gonna learn it. And I didn't put in as much time as I should have with my Japanese. But yeah, so I went to college and I was gonna take Japanese classes, but they didn't have Japanese at my little small little Catholic school. I don't know why I went there. Worst, well, not the worst decision of my life, but Catholic schools or whatever. So I went there and like the only classes they had was Spanish, French, Russian. I would have learned Russian, but then I was looking at Chinese and I was like, I should learn Chinese. I don't know why, cause I really like Russian culture too. Like after I watched Anastasia, I was into that girl. I mean, guys, I was so into that. I was looking at the history, the what happened to her. Like, no, Anastasia's still alive. Looking at every documentation about finding her body, like, and I just loved the policies. It was just so grand. I loved it, but for some reason I decided to choose Chinese. I don't remember why, but I guess because it's close to Japanese, whatever. I took the class and I fell in love with Chinese. I fell in love with the culture, the food. My teacher, she really liked me because I was special, so she would take me out and nobody else. so, so we, would go out there and it was just amazing. And then from there, I wanted to go to China and continue to learn and be fluent because it's something about learning a language in America than learning the language over there in the exact country because I ain't learned jack here. When I went to China, my Chinese was just like, like it was a lot. I learned so much. That's because I went to an area where not too many people spoke English, so it was just like, I was like, hey, how you doing? They're just like, Shema? Ni sure Shema. I was like, oh damn. Ni hao, like you had to do it. So that was cool. Okay. Told you why I got involved into Chinese. Oh, okay. So if you haven't noticed, I love cultures. I'm just so in love with people who are different, and that's because I grew up, in the hood, one of the worst cities in America. I ain't gonna say no names. Maybe later I'll tell y'all where I'm from, but whatever. Camden, New Jersey. I wonder if I should have said that. I don't want nobody to find me. Anyway, that's where I'm from, New Jersey, Camden, whatever. I don't know if it's still the most dangerous city in America, but it was a few couple times. Yeah, so you already know it's the hood, So yeah, so surprisingly, like in Camden, is I'm trying to explain it. Okay. Well, what I grew up was mostly just blacks and Hispanics, and that was it. Like Hispanic cultures. Like Puerto Rican culture, Dominican culture, Peruvian culture. Stuff like that. So I grew around people like that. So, to me, it almost feels like that incorporates American culture too. Like, but not really, because you're so used to it. Like, it's I'm not saying that that's my culture, but I'm just so used to it. I wanted something different. It was either black or Hispanic. And it was just like, I want something different. Like I just want something different. But one thing I have can say about the hood, like you have all the businesses are owned by people of different cultures. So Asians, they own all the hair, so Koreans. Chicken places are owned by all Middle Eastern people. Very nice looking Eastern people. Sometimes. Um, corner stores are mostly owned by Hispanics. There are some Indians who own stores, hair stores sometimes, grocery stores sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, so you get all of that. Yeah, so but that's why I like cultures, because it's different and it just intrigues me, and I just love learning about people, and it just fascinates me, and I love history too, learning about other people's history, American history. My favorite type of history is Russian history. I love Russian history and Napoleon. The French Revolution. I like that too. I do enjoy that. Okay. What do I want to fight? Oh, child, y'all should know this. If y'all hear me, how passionate I am about people, I want to fight racism. Yes, I said it. I want to fight racism. I hate racist ass people. I hate racism. I hate prejudice. People prejudice. Like I don't get it. Like it's so disgusting to me. Like it's just I don't see how you can hate somebody because of the color of their skin, because of their culture, their religion. Like it's just or their sexuality. It's disgusting to me. I really hate it. Like it just pisses me off. And you know, growing up, I wasn't that open, so I can't really say I was, a little. Well, no, I don't think I was ever racist. I wasn't racist or prejudiced. Nah, maybe I might have said some, things I shouldn't have said. Probably, yeah. Unfortunately, we are human and we all do say certain stuff. But as a person now, I can honestly say I don't partake in any of that stuff. It's disgusting and I don't do it. Okay? So I would like to fight racism. I just want people to come together, like swirl. If everybody dates different people, Chinese, Mexican, black, Middle Eastern, or black and Japanese, black and Chinese, black and whatever those are, everything. Like it's just so beautiful. Everybody have these little nice mix, Malaysian, Caucasian, black, everything, Mexican kids, everybody. Like it just be beautiful. Just people just different and mixed and jumbled together and tossed. Like it'll be awesome to see that. Like I just love that, and I really want to fight for that. Yeah, and I at my when I did go to Rutgers University at New Brunswick, like that was perfect. That was like to me, I think that's the one of the best schools for like interracial people, for people of different races and nationalities, sexuality. Everybody comes here. That's the best university to me for that. I haven't heard any other schools in America that has that. I love it. Besides China, now China is another good place for that stuff too, which surprised me as I wasn't expecting to be like at a Rutgers type of thing in China, but yeah. So that's what I want to do: fight racism, and I hope one day I can do that.